Hey, buddy.
Good morning, Kelley.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. If I pretend I have a lot of energy, I'll have a lot of energy. So that's the route I'm going right now.
I feel you. I would say pretty late for me, so I'm maybe on the opposite end of the spectrum. But all right, I'm here.
No, I feel you. I didn't stay up really late at all, but it's been a weekend. Plus, I just dumb stuff. I don't even really want to talk about it, but I had to I was off of medication for a minute because of insurance issues, and I finally was able to get back on it. And it always kicks my ass when I get back on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling that today, but it's just normal stuff, being an adult.
Randomly this week, I was doom scrolling or whatever, and came across a guy that all he does is call medical insurance and be like, "Why was this denied?" And pretty dark stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even like to think about it.
Yeah. What's on your screen there? You're looking at a bridge.
Oh, I was watching a YouTube video of someone who reacts to movies,
Uh-huh.
like classic movies, and they just mentioned Topanga Canyon,
Okay.
and I was just like, Topanga, that's a fun name.
Mm-hmm.
I like Topanga from Boy Meets World and
Right.
all that. So I was just looking at where it was, and it's actually right on the PCH in between Malibu and LA, which so apparently I've driven right over this a couple different times now.
Uh-huh.
So that was just a fun little thing, and it's just that's where that screen left off. That's all I was looking at there.
Something this reminds me of when I was looking at trips to Oxnard is you think of a West Coast city, I always think of the coast going north to south,
Mm-hmm.
and the city being a north to south city. But I mean, this is like exactly east to west.
Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of weird. Like when I got out there and I experienced a couple times I've experienced it, like even when you're like on the Santa Monica Pier,
Yeah,
like sunset, like the sun's setting, like
off to your side, even though you're
yeah,
finger
it's
pointing
not
out
like
here.
straight out into the ocean.
Yeah.
Like you're looking, it kind of sets over land, like it goes behind this stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I don't know. It's a cool area. That's what I have it about. I'm always looking at the map, looking at
Even
something.
even this zoomed out, it's pretty country.
Yeah, it's a very pretty area.
I was up late last night because we had the WNBA All Star game,
Yep.
and watched the second half. Went to a party that one of Ashley's clients was doing,
Yep.
and a lot of anxiety leading up to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then ended up being a pretty short engagement. So we got back to the house in time to see most of the uh, second quarter, and then all the second half, and it was an okay game. It's very entertaining, but definitely the big source of entertainment for the weekend has been Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidemann, uh, colloquially known as the Stud Buds.
Yep.
That I don't know if last year was the first year, but they start like a 72-hour stream
Yeah.
and just live stream their experience the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely pretty unhinged last night. And it's just fun to watch an episode of Star Trek with that on mute and be like, pause it, what are they getting into? But they also didn't leave their hotel to go party until midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't stay up till like 2, but I definitely stayed up. And Ash definitely stayed up.
Jared and I were actually watching their stream like yesterday afternoon, and it was like 5 hours before the game, and they're in a party bus with like a bottle of Crown.
Yeah.
And I think it was Courtney was like, I gotta play a game in 5 hours. What's happening?
Yeah.
It was pretty silly. They're pretty silly.
Yeah, super silly. Friday night, we got to watch the skills challenge together, the
Yep.
four of us.
That was pretty fun.
There was a modern day miracle. One of those things that hadn't happened to you in over a decade, maybe
30
two decades.
years.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a silly, silly situation, but
When I heard of it, I never would have guessed that. I don't know. I guess the police would have put a stop to it or something.
I mean, there's no way they could have, but
Yeah.
it was a NBA All Star WNBA All Star weekend miracle.
Yes.
Basically, y'all came over, y'all got your own food.
Yeah, we got five guys. Yeah.
Jared and I were gonna plan. We're planning on getting Domino's, and you, when you heard that, you wanted to add on to the order, so we were like, "Cool, no worries." And I placed the order, and you know how it has the tracking thing. I'm like all tracking it, and it's like getting close, and then it's like delivered, but then it wasn't delivered. And I look outside, and there's nothing there, and I always have them just leave it at the door. I always select that option. There's no need for a person to person interaction with in these modern days. So go out there, let it go a couple minutes. I see on the tracker like the person's like on like there's our street is a name lane, and there's also the same name but court
Mm-hmm.
just on the other side of the road, and that's where they showed up on the tracker. I was like, they went to the wrong place, and waited a couple more minutes, and then it showed them like heading back to the store, and I was like, okay. So I called them up, told them what happened, and I mean, I didn't care. I wasn't in a real rush. I was just vibing, but I was just like, if we could just get it, whatever, just send it. Like, all right, we'll make another order, send it your way. Then a few minutes later, see someone on the ring camera and ring the doorbell, and I go and answer it, and this just cute little old lady, and she has our whole order, and she's like, yeah, so my girls went outside, and they're like, there's a Domino's order, and they're like, we didn't order Domino's. And then I guess the receipt had my address on there, so
Mm-hmm.
she took it upon herself to load it up in her vehicle and drive over here and deliver it to me. And she was just super sweet, and I just thanked her a ton. But at that point, I'd already contacted Domino's, so they were working on getting another order out. So, and then 10 minutes later, that shows up. So then ended up having double double Domino's order
Mm-hmm.
for the price of one.
So
So
instead of a couple pizzas for two dudes and some wings for me, and you guys had gotten a particular type of dessert that I thought was one big dessert, but was actually three separate desserts.
yeah,
We got double all that.
yeah, we ended up getting two pizzas, 16 wings, and six lava cookies. Two of them being s'mores lava cookies. The other four being chocolate.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So that was pretty exciting. The last time that I had a pizza order situation kind of like that happen to me was like I was like 10 years old, and me and my brother were like left home alone with like a $20 bill, and we're like, order pizza. Parents were like, order pizza, we'll be back sometime.
That's a funny statement already.
I know. And I remember we ordered the pizza, and then it took like an hour and a half, and then someone finally showed up, and then they're like, this is super old, so we're gonna bring you another one. And then that took a long time. I ended up getting three orders of pizza from that experience. So that was even greater than this one. Plus, at that time, I felt like I was a 10-year-old kid with like six large pizzas for me and my brother. Like you couldn't stop me from anything. Like I was on top of the world then.
Yeah.
Uh, that was fun. So that was one of the highlights of my weekend.
Yeah.
Just a lot of pizza.
That was fun.
But I ate way too much pizza. It's all gone.
The wings I tell myself aren't that bad. Which, like, it's just chicken wing and buffalo sauce, and buffalo sauce is not that bad. But the wings are so greasy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'd never like it's never even on my radar to get wings from Domino's or any of the pizza places. Apparently, Pizza Hut has pretty decent wings,
Hmm.
but I couldn't tell you the last time I had any Pizza Hut wings.
I'm so whatever that the only chicken we have in the house is chicken breast.
Yeah.
That's what we make our fried chicken with. That's what we make our barbecue chicken with.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like any fatty chicken, like a thigh or what they're making chicken wings out of, is like a sweet treat.
That's silly.
And I did indulge. It's also nice, like each of us being like, if you want extra wings, you can have extra wings. If you want extra pizza, you can have extra pizza. Nathan, if you want a molten cookie cake or what, the lava
Chocolate
cookie,
lava
yeah.
cake.
And then you also had that ice cream.
Yeah, Jared, because Jared's he's in the know with all the new
Flavors.
food stuffs going on, and he had discovered that not too long ago, Bluebell dropped a new flavor, chocolate lava cake ice cream, and he had eventually found a couple pints, and he got me one. And then came up that we were going to be getting chocolate lava cakes, actual chocolate lava cakes. And I was like, well, you got to have chocolate lava cake ice cream with your chocolate lava cake. And I did that. And and you did that as well. Because I offered that up to you. Because, I mean, how could you not try it?
Mm-hmm.
It was very good. It was very decadent.
Yes. And the skills challenge was plenty entertaining. And then after that, we watched 2 episodes of the new season of King of the Hill.
It's still so good.
Slaps.
Like, they did, this is one of the best, like, reboots ever in the course of human history.
Yeah.
Like, they're just spot on.
Peggy still Peggy.
Ugh, I hate her so much.
Dale still Dale.
I mean, that was one comment that I know both Jared and I made about it. Like, that's the one tricky part about this new iteration of King of the Hill, because they had to replace the Dale character, the voice actor, because the original one went crazy or something.
Hmm.
And the first rebooted season of King of the Hill, you could really hear it in the new Dale's voice, and it was really like just like that's not right. But it feels like he's dialed in a little bit more in the first 2 episodes. It was much more akin to what I remember, so it was much less abrasive, which was very good.
Sweet.
Yeah. I completely forgot we watched those episodes until you brought it up, and now there's all those memories are coming back, and like that little dog and
Caesar salad. Definitely thought of my parents with that their dog situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it because I'm looking forward to watching more of those episodes with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Scheiße. Oh, yeah. I am doing my last preparatory, not a mock draft, a real draft for money, but to get me ready for fantasy football season. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then we're within spitting distance of like Hall of Fame game and preseason games starting off.
We're currently like 11 days away from the Hall of Fame game.
Nice. And then it's just all downhill from there.
And it's just football for the next 6 months.
We started watching Interview with the Vampire.
A movie?
No, the TV show from AMC.
Okay. I mean, I guess I assume there was a TV show because I asked if it was the movie.
Uh-huh.
I guess I've never seen the TV show or don't really know anything about it.
Yeah, they rebooted that. And if you count that as a spooky season show, which I don't know why you wouldn't, this is almost certainly the earliest we've ever started spooky season.
I mean, if you even want to go back and maybe even count Obsession,
Snap.
You might have started it a month ago.
Snap. No, summer scary movies. Like I know what you did last summer. That's the thing that would be the first for us. Just watching a bunch of scary movies in the summer.
Halloween in July.
Mm-hmm. The party we went to last night was Summerween.
That's silly.
We dressed up as different spooky camp related things. I'll show you a picture. I don't have it. Actually, has it. Had a bandana around my neck and old army hat. That's the the wide brimmed or has a brim one. Uh, yeah, she wore the Yellow Jackets costume that she wore however many Halloweens ago.
Yeah.
The letter jacket and the antlers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interview with the Vampire. Almost football time, I guess is what I was getting at.
Yeah.
We had a pretty hot Wednesday last week.
That was one of the hottest days I can recall. Just end of statement.
Yeah. Last couple of years have definitely been less about let's see how hot we can get the temperature and let's see how long we can keep a hot temperature going.
Yeah.
So like 91 in December, where it's not like 110 for like weeks and months on end, but it's too hot way later than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, this super El Nino or whatever it is supposed to give us a dramatic winter.
Mm-hmm.
I'll believe it when I see it.
No, I don't know. I thought it was also had something to do with that tropical depression that was going through the Gulf. But last Wednesday, like that individual day, like it was an oven outside.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's one weather website I checked that's like very dramatic. Like I always go there just to see how dramatic it's being about the situation, and it was like it said something. I don't even remember what it was, but I think it said the feels like was 128 or something.
So silly.
And I was like, "Geez." I mean, I you couldn't have told me that I was wrong, like from just the way it felt outside. It was just horrible.
Well, the next day, Jared and I were out there pickling the ball, and we lived.
Yeah, and then even Friday, like, because I remember that's when I went to do my workout. Like it wasn't bad, but I mean, after a day like Wednesday was, like 93 is gonna feel like autumn.
Yeah.
So
I was genuinely feeling that yesterday coming home from groceries.
mm-hmm.
Where I was in the there was a breeze and I was in the shade of the house because it was the morning and the sun's on the other side. And I was like, oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It didn't trigger my is it autumn reflex?
Yeah.
But it still felt good.
Yeah. Feel that. But I guess just speaking of weather,
Mm-hmm.
thinking about all that stuff, just kind of moving over to my side of the conversation. 5 weeks from right now, I pretty much should be officially an Indiana resident.
Mm.
That's all pretty much officialized. And yeah, 5 weeks from this weekend should be the weekend I drive up my car. So, and by that time, the temperature in Indiana there's gonna be some of those first fall moments. So that's pretty neat.
President of Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds dirty.
I was thinking about it yesterday. I was actually talking to Kelley, and just like I've never not had a Texas driver's license.
Yeah.
And like I've only had one driver's license number. Like I know it off the top of my head. Like I really like it because there's 747 is inside the number.
Nice.
And I love that airplane. So that's gonna be a bummer to change.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. I think the last. Keep talking.
But yeah, just those little things. Just the like never not had a Texas license plate.
See mine. The last 4.
Huh.
I love you,
bro. Bro, how do you still have that picture for your license? You're a baby.
What can I say?
That's wild they let you get away with that. But again, also that's something I was thinking about, like getting a new
Weird that face is under this hair.
yeah. Getting a new driver's license picture, because I know most recent or the picture on my current license, I'm real fat in it. So it'll be nice to get a non super fat me picture on my license again. But
Hmm.
being an Indiana license is gonna be weird. And they're a one license plate state,
That's so weird.
and they don't have inspections, and you don't have like stickers.
What about where they have? You have to register your vehicle.
I You don't have a sticker for it.
Ah, you make me uncomfortable.
I mean, that's just those things that like you don't really think about until you start really digging into it. But like a lot of little cultural differences
Hmm.
between here and there.
What? How many bedrooms?
Three.
Nice.
It's like a almost a 1,400 square foot apartment,
Hmm.
so pretty sizable. Uh, like I know exactly where it is in the complex. Like it's a really nice, like kind of secluded location, which is really nice because the way the complex is set up, there's like one side of it is like traditional 1 2 bedroom apartments, like 3 or 4 story buildings, and then there's another side, and in that side there's the larger units where there's only like four per building, or maybe eight, four on top, four on bottom,
Okay.
so 2 story,
Hmm.
so much fewer units. And then there's also a cluster of like townhouses along with it. So it's like it's all one complex, but there's two different vibes to it. Like
Sure.
there's the just regular apartment complex, maybe probably younger vibe, and then there's the more quiet, chill side. And it's kind of neat being on where the new apartment is. And it's on the second floor, which not the most ideal, but I mean, there's stairs here that I walk every day. I'm not worried about stairs. Stairs are probably going to be a good thing.
Hmm.
But
They got a gym and all the amenities needed.
they got a. I actually haven't been inside the. I don't. I didn't look inside the gym there, but apparently it's a pretty nice one that they have at the complex. And then right across the street, like again, the location of it, it's like all the major things you could ever want, like Five Guys, Walmart, B Dubs, like all the normal just national chain stuff. Literally less than 5 minute drive. Like you're barely crossing one road to get to everything.
Hmm.
And like right across one street is like a really nice like gym if I wanted to get a membership somewhere. Uh, there's a sports clips literally like within walking distance. Like I just walk across the street into the shopping center and there's a sports clips right there.
Hmm.
Uh, so it's a really good location for just a first place to start a new living situation in. Like especially when it comes to wintertime and like the roads get nasty. Like I'll never have to go far at all. And I was talking to her about this because she has an all wheel drive uh Subaru like manual,
Yeah.
and apparently it's real. And she has snow tires that she puts on it. Like she has a whole separate set of wheels and tires.
So weird.
Yeah, that you switch out. And apparently it doesn't really get too bad in Indiana where you really need stuff like that. But she just has it anyway. So like when weather gets bad, her we'll take her car wherever we need to go because it's just much more suited for that
I
weather.
bet she was immediately impressed that you can drive manual.
Oh, she loved it.
Hmm.
Like because I've driven her around in it now quite a bit, and like I haven't stalled it once, and it took a second for me to get used to it because it was just it's a very sporty manual,
Hmm.
and I've never really driven
Right.
like I've only driven like one like sporty manual, so that the clutch response and everything's a bit different, but I figured it out, and I'm like wheelman over here, Fast and Furious driving. It's a really fun car. Like I'm honestly interested in getting the same type of car for me in the future
Hmm.
because it's also like relatively cheap for what you get. Like you get a 272 horsepower flat four turbo engine, all wheel drive, stick shift, real sporty, real quick and zippy, and it's like $33,000
Hmm.
brand new. Like that's like what an Ultima costs. Like
Yeah, I was looking at cars recently and pretty ridiculous.
yeah, Like it's wild to me that like 33 is like cheap for a car these days.
Yeah.
That used to be like luxury, higher end cars. But money is so much different than it used to be.
Yeah. I'm used to putting down so much and having so much left over that my car note is like $150.
Yeah.
And that's like a non. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even right now with my car, I have probably one of the lowest car notes that people have these days.
Hmm.
Like my car payment is very low. But I also something I'm keeping an eye on with my car is I just want to make sure like right now it's worth like a couple grand more than I owe on it, and I just want to make sure I stay with being like it being worth more than I owe.
Hmm.
So if it ever looks like that's getting close to those numbers coming close to a line, I'll probably get out of it and get into something else. But I digress. Yeah, so Indy moving to Indianapolis is happening, and it is it is pretty freaking excited. I'm very much excited to go live with her, live with Kelley, girl Kelley.
Hmm.
She was talking to her mom the other day, and she's like, "We got to think of something else to call him besides Boy Kelley."
Boy Kelley.
And I was like, "Call me BK," because my affinity for Burger King,
Nice.
and I'm also Boy Kelley. But no, I'm just definitely. It's one of those things. Like every day, I'm just more and more confident about the situation.
It'd be funny if they called you K Deuce because we're calling her K2.
I told her about my 2 week stint as a rapper called K Deuce.
Hmm.
I've not shared the music though. We'll save that for later.
When the beat goes hot.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Let's do it.
I don't know. But yeah, and then also just before that happens, like technically the way the whole situation seems to be unfolding is we're actually going to technically start the lease of the apartment August 7th or 8th. I think 7th maybe is the day we get the keys. I'm actually going there on August 6th. I had already planned this before these all the apartment stuff got finalized, but it all just kind of lined up really well. I'm gonna fly out Thursday the 6th after work, and then I'm taking that Friday off, and then that Friday and Saturday I'm gonna be helping her move into the new apartment. And then I'll stay there that week and work from there, and come back that next weekend, and then I'll be here for like 2 weeks more to finish up everything I need to finish up here. And then I will be again, don't know the status, maybe still on the road. I haven't decided if I want to try to do the drive in 1 day or two.
Hmm.
Because it is like a 16 and a half hour drive without stops.
Yeah, you should do it too.
The only reason I would consider doing it in one is the fact that my car is going to be completely full of like all of my most important possessions, and I don't know about leaving my car like full of stuff in a hotel parking lot.
Just don't get the cheapest one, you know?
Yeah.
But what city would you stay in if you did do it in 2 days?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, the halfway point is like Memphis, which is not the greatest. Like, that's one of the bad cities out there. It would either be like Memphis or somewhere in like Jonesboro, Arkansas area. That's about the halfway point. You can see. I got she she shares her location with me, so I can see. And Ashley shares her location with me, so like I see.
Yeah, that's what my Google Maps looks like.
But yeah,
Yeah, I don't think try and do it in 1 day.
I agree. Like even 2 days, it's like feels like 2 8 hour, 9 hour driving days and back to back. That's a lot.
Yeah. But you don't care about parking your stuff at her place, right?
No, and she actually we're gonna have a garage for her car.
Hmm.
But like as soon as I get there, if not gonna immediately unpack the car, I would just park in the garage, and she would park in a parking spot for until we unload the car.
Yeah. But if you get there at like midnight, I mean, it's not that big a deal.
No.
You just crash and then deal with the car and stuff in the next morning.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I decided, like if I leave, I think it's the 29th, Saturday the 29th. Yeah. If I leave, because plan potentially be around Friday the 28th, and then early the 29th, head out, stay the night somewhere, finish the drive Sunday the 30th, and then I've already taken Monday the 31st off. Just in case that if I did take both Saturday and Sunday to get there, then I'd have another just full day to chill. Not have to jump right back into work. But yeah, so not next weekend, but the weekend after might be good first run of us doing this remotely.
You want to just put a bow on it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, do you?
I guess we can try it remotely. We've never done it remotely. Done it on location.
I don't think it would be a problem at all. I mean, the quality might be not be as good, but it won't be horrible.
We can try it.
I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I think it will. And I definitely think that once I'm gone, need to do as many things that we can to stay connected.
We have started weekly calls with Annie and Ethan.
Yeah.
We got that started last weekend or last week. I mean, yeah. I know that we'll definitely want to keep up with you.
Yeah.
If we'd had the technology then that we have now, we'd probably be in more regular contact with Corey.
Yeah. And shoot, it even doing it remotely would probably make it easier if we wanted to actually like have our faces on the screen while we talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because screen recordings and stuff will be there. Like that, doing that right now with the way we're doing it would be very difficult. But it's just like a Zoom or something. Record like that stuff happens all the time. It's easy.
Okay.
So.
Okay. We'll talk about it more off.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, I guess that's the biggest update from my end. Otherwise, I'm just still in the slog of work, summer work slog.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Because of volume, or
Yeah, volume and like pressure. Like I'm on a team of like there's 10 of us, and our Q3 like number as a team we're supposed to hit. I'm responsible for like 80% of that number.
Well,
So it's a bit of stress.
yeah.
Once we get to September-ish, October-ish, things should slow down and be a lot more chill. But till then, it's going to be a lot. And then with all this other stuff going on right now, it's just my mind's just it's tired. It's a lot of mind processing.
I'm tired, boss.
Yeah, and it's like I see everybody on my team. It's like every other week, like someone else is going out of town or just taking a week off for vacation, and I'm just like, man, I need that, but I cannot afford to take the time off right now. So we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get there.
I'm pretty, I don't know about pretty behind. I'm behind on a project that I want to have done before the end of summer. But, like, I'm putting that pressure on me. And then the projects that drive the work that I do have all been pushed from, like, September to January. So, if anything, less pressure, I guess, to move fast with the stuff that we're doing. Yeah, supposed to give a presentation at a conference in September in Spokane, and doing the rough draft or whatever you want to call it with the federal agency on Thursday. It's a little bit stressful, but it's not like they'll punish me if it's not good.
Yeah. I get that.
Where are we at on time?
We're at 35 minutes.
You want to hear about something I've been obsessed with lately?
Yeah, tell me.
Ash and I have been watching a show called Shoresy. Are you familiar?
I've heard the word. Don't really know what it's about.
So there's. Have you heard of Heated Rivals?
Yes. Is that the hockey show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Runaway Sensation.
Yep.
On Netflix, I think. We're in the 4th season of Shoresy. And of all the TV shows or movies that have ever dealt with like obsession, commitment, dedication to craft,
Yeah.
this is by far my favorite. Because it's very easy to. I mean, most of them don't start from like trying to be funny, but it can get pretty dark pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that jazz. What's that jazz band one? Where it's just the mentor and the drummer.
Oh, Whiplash?
Whiplash. As an example of just like obsessive commitment to what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And in this context of Shoresy, it's hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And 99% of the time it's funny. The Shoresy character is a spinoff from a previous show called Letterkenny, which I'll talk about in a bit, but like maybe the first 2 seasons, I don't want to give anything away from it, but the commitment that he has to the game, at first is funny, and then sometimes like borders onto like, buddy, what are you giving up for this?
Mm-hmm.
But he evolves with it and he matures with it, and it's been such a like delight to watch because it is, I guess when you think of like all the negative examples of manliness and like alpha this and beta that, and I think it's a really good like. It's crass, like there is, it's like Canadian sense of humor references and all that. But I do think it's a really good example of that. And I think I shared the story of Jared Kiso. He's the creative force behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I haven't, it goes Letterkenny, Shoresy, then Heated Rivals. And I don't know, but I like to believe he just really loves hockey. The way that we love fantasy football, and Ash loves football for the sport and the essence of it more than fandom or loyalty to a city. And he made that wildly popular, long-lived Letterkenny because the studios or whoever thought no one would watch a hockey-focused show. But then they were like, okay, Letterkenny rocked. What do you want to do next? And he, a gay man, was like, I want to do crazy, horny, gay hockey. And the studios or whatever were like, that's a lot, but what about like just a hockey show? And then he made it like a wildly successful Shoresy. Like Shoresy's been great. So then Netflix was like, here's $1 billion, do whatever you want. And now he has Heated Rivals. But one of the things I really love about it, like Letterkenny, probably more so than Shoresy, is that these aren't like Calgary or Ontario or Montreal. These aren't like big cities.
Mm-hmm.
They're always, and purposefully so, and very much the center of the both of those shows is that it's like rural Canada.
Yeah.
Uh, so I don't even know if Letterkenny's a real place, but Sudbury, where Shoresy takes place, is Northern Ontario. And both of those shows do such a good job of type in Sudbury. Such a good job of like respect and deference for Canadian culture, and especially like the Indigenous crossover or the Indigenous situation of it, which I think is something that we it's sorely lacking in the U.S., but they really embrace in like Australia and at least in this context in Canada.
That's actually real close to the U.S.
The northern U.S.
100 miles. That's not very northern Ontario. Ontario goes up pretty high.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody lives there.
I mean, for sure, it is hilarious to see those maps of like the Canadian population, and it's like 99% of the population lives like below this line.
Yeah.
It's all within like a stone's throw from the U.S.
You know what's really fun about Shoresy is like not just the Indigenous references and working in of all that, but also on the top right there, that is that Prince Edward? What does it say? Where's Prince Edward Island?
Right here.
Yeah. One of the characters is from there. They've got a bunch of French-speaking Canadians. I like how diverse the cast is, all in service to the show. It's Jared Kiso guy. It's an interesting cat. But I've really, I think Yellowstone does this too. The small town, the remoteness, and then the importance of winter.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so alien to us here. I think you'll get like a taste of it.
I can't freaking wait. I'm so excited.
Like, I romanticize it for sure.
I'm like 3-ish months from like the first snow.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Maps is freaking out. Letterkenny, I guess it does show up on the map as a place in Canada.
Very rural Canada.
It's pretty close to Sudbury or whatever we were just talking about. Sudbury's here. Letterkenny's over here, just west of Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're watching. We paused before the 5th season. I'm glad that there are at least 5 seasons. But it's been great, and I highly recommend a Letterkenny than Shoresy watch to anyone, everyone. And then Ash wants to watch Heated Rivals, and like, maybe it's not for me. So Interview with a Vampire is a little bit of a compromise because it's a little gay, and Heated Rivals is super gay. And I'm using that word correctly.
Yeah, I think Letterkenny is something I need to go back and revisit because I think I've only seen a couple episodes, and for whatever reason, it just didn't really click with me at the time. And I had no idea that Heated Rivals was the same guy that did Letterkenny, and I didn't even know Shoresy was related either. Like I know all the words, but didn't know they were all connected.
It's so much more moving than you would expect like a comedy to be. Especially from like use of cameras, like the cinematography of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like for Letterkenny, especially, like I have the last like bit of the last episode like in my head. I love that song that they play. The music in both of them is something to where I was talking to my boss about this in the week that I'll like hear something, just like go Google it, and then that's like put it on a playlist. Like especially with electronic dance music, the EDM,
Mm-hmm.
bunch of bangers that it's all Canadian music. You'd never encounter it any other way unless it like became really popular and then made its way to us. But the camera work, like the way that Letterkenny ends, is like I hope is forever in my head. And then Shoresy,
Mm-hmm.
the in game camera work, and not like when they're playing hockey, but like when they're pumping you up to get ready to go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this isn't too much of a spoiler, but there's uh, everybody will be looking directly into camera, like
Yeah.
down the barrel,
Mm-hmm.
which never ever happens,
Mm-hmm.
but it's done correctly. It's done like very dramatically, and it's very moving.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big fan of it. So like this Kiso guy, I know that he's like the creator, writer. I think he's the producer, so I think he's just like the force behind it. I think that he's the one that's like, this is how this is gonna be shot.
Mm-hmm.
Does a very good job.
Nice.
I don't know. I haven't watched Heat Rally, so I don't know how much because I think that's based on a book or it's based on some previous IP.
Mm.
So I don't know if he takes the same camera and wittiness and like all the stuff that he does in the two shows and like brings that over to that IP or if it's like something totally different.
Yeah.
But I can see how Shoresy is a distillation, a condensing of the like a lot of things that were good in Letterkenny.
Mm-hmm.
The end.
Does watching Shoresy make you want to get into actually watching hockey at all?
No.
Speaking of sports shows, pretty sure Hard Knocks is supposed to kick off here pretty soon.
How soon? We're watching quarterback.
I didn't even know that was out. Hard Knocks 26. Premiere date August 4th.
Nice.
That's even before the Hall of Fame game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like 8 days away.
Who's the team?
The Seahawks.
Nice.
Just won the Super Bowl. Just got sold. One of the greatest songs ever made for a show of all time. One of the greatest narrators of all time.
NFL films are so classy.
They're so good. Like if we had to make like anything to like share with other species around the cosmos, I'd want them to be the ones to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'd get it right.
I feel you. I like how it always starts out like no music.
Yeah.
Just in an office or
just normal sounds like
happening.
copying machine or telephone ringing or
I'm getting chills just thinking of the first time you hear it.
Like lights being flipped on. Quiet weight room. Wee hours in the morning. A head coach on a treadmill at like 3:30 in the morning.
There usually be somebody talking or something happening, and you have to like hear the first little.
And then that.
But then when you hear it, you're like, it's on.
Oh, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. We're so close.
Yeah.
We gotta get to work on some of our league stuff. We gotta start locking some stuff in here soon.
Posters got to go out basically by the end of next week, and then we owe some stuff to the league mid-month next month.
Yeah, I'll put some reminders on my phone to really start thinking about the things that we need to think about.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be amazing.
He's thinking.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some math. So I probably am not gonna win the championship this year.
Why'd you give a picture or something?
No. I'm just thinking about the trends and things that happen when other certain things happen.
Okay.
I don't know. I might win it this year.
Okay.
Maybe this year. I'm going to win it within the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's either going to be 26, 27, or 28. One of those years, I'm going to be the champion. I just don't know.
Based on the trend scale?
Yes.
Okay. You think people couldn't pick up on that? I'm in the room with you, Kelley.
I'm just ready to win the
Talk
trophy.
about it off mic.
No, there's nothing needs to be talked about just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to mess anything up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be winning the trophy here soon.
Mm-hmm.
I got spreadsheets this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there anything in them yet?
No.
No.
I didn't even create them. I was given them. But I just have to use them.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got an email notification about my Michigan Cousins league. My cousin fired that guy up. It's
Yeah.
like, your league has been renewed. I'm like, yeah, let's go. That league's like, I'm very much the same in that league as I am in this league. It's either like I'm winning the league or I am the last place person or the second to last place person. There's really no getting close. There's really no middle of the pack. It's first or last, baby. And I've won that league like twice.
I think all the leagues that I'm in have been activated at this point. I think the last one was this week. Because Corey's is live, right?
I'd assume so.
I think it is. I can change my name to TBD in there so I could use that name in a different league.
Oh, I gotta think about my name for that league.
Is there a theme yet?
Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's like 90s cartoons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get that and Brick House confused. The fantasy basketball game that Corey also runs.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I was circling around Rugrats when that came out earlier.
I think I was thinking about Doug.
Nice.
But, it's funny because, I've been using some version of the 90s cartoon Tailspin.
Yeah.
For, league names and across mini leagues for a while now. But it's like, now there is a theme that's specifically calling for something like that. But it's like, I've already used it so much. Do I use it again or do I branch out and do something else? I am a big fan of Doug, though. Banging on a trash can. That was a formative song for me.
Something street.
That literally that episode of Doug was like a big push to me wanting to start a rock band. Seeing Doug and Skeeter start a band just seemed like the coolest thing in the world to me.
That's interesting what you focused on because I remember Patty Manning's.
You were a horny little kid.
I was a horny little kid. Sure. Cannot be denied. So many years I've had a theme for all of these random Yahoo leagues that I get into.
Mm-hmm.
Where a couple years ago it was the Three Body Problem and all the different characters and references in there.
Mm-hmm.
One year it was Lonesome Dove.
Mm-hmm.
And all the characters that are in there. But what's ended up happening is I just take my favorite one from each of those, so that now my active teams are. So one year it was Roman, famous Republic Roman generals.
Yeah.
So one year it was. So the one that made it is Gaius Marius. ETO, which is from Three Body Problem. Abaddon Rex, which was different angels one year.
Mm-hmm.
Bobo's Revenge, which was from last year's. That was the one where Actually, I have Bobo's Revenge and Perfectly Cromulent as two different teams, and that was from Corey's league last year. And then I have Augustus McRae, which was from the Lonesome Dove here. So however many teams that is, that's how many teams I have.
Nice.
And then still to draft are Tacklemania, which I have as TBD, and Ace Ventura, Jetta Detective from our league last year.
Yep. Well, I think we're about coming up on time that I need to call it. Do you have anything else pressing you wanted to get out there before we wrap up?
Nah, that was my rant from last week that
Nice.
I dumped onto this week.
I've got plans to go to Golden Corral with Jared because he wants to go there, but he wants to get there like right at that time between when they're on the tail end of serving breakfast and about to start putting lunch out, so he can get both sides of that food thing, get a breakfast and a lunch.
Cool.
That's why the timing is specific today. But otherwise, you got anything fun going on today?
No, this is the chill day. We had just got a lot on our place the last few weekends and the next few weekends, and we had our hangout Friday. We did that party last night, so today is just supposed to chill.
Work out and chill?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely working out.
Yeah, there's always workouts.
Yeah, squats.
Yeah,
Leg day.
you gotta squat it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. If you made it to the end, you know the drill. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends. We are officially at 28 now. I double checked that. So we're that much closer to 230. Love you very much. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you next time.
Love you guys. Bye.